Yo, what's up, guys? Your boy Conversational here. Today's video is going to be a quick discussion about the Pulsar Xlite ES, the upcoming mouse from Pulsar. I'm not getting this mouse because I have spent a lot of money on bullshit like new PC, new winter tires, and a new office chair. So, we're kind of broke right now, so it is what it is. But anyways, some other things that I don't like about this mouse. First of all, the design. Just really not a fan of the aesthetics of this mouse. I don't mind the black and red, like this little red stripe at the back of the mouse. However, the alloy scroll wheel just really doesn't make sense, especially if this mouse is like 60 to 63 gram weight. Now, that is a pro to me. I really like 60 to 80 gram mouse, but 60 gram mouse with an alloy wheel, like I'm just really not sure what this thing is trying to accomplish. So, I'm kind of confused there a little bit. Second thing I don't like about this mouse is that the optical switch, I hope Pulsar used a different optical switch. I'm a Pulsar admin. I've been seeing complaints here and there. People are complaining that the switches are on the softer side, and like out of the box it's already light, so after a certain amount of time, after the break-in period, it's going to be a lot lighter. So these switches are actually prone to like slam clicking and stuff like that. So I just wish they use a different switch this time around, preferably like the Omron optical. This is just personal preference. I prefer Omron opticals, from the GPX2. I heard the Sora 4K, the Omron opticals that the Sora 4K is using is on the lighter side compared to the GPX2, which is actually nice if you want something lighter. But, this thing, uh, not really sure if it's any good. Third thing is the Pulsar encoder. Now, I've seen some issues in our Discord. Let me see. Um, Discord. Boom, there it is. We're going to like right here. This guy said he's only had the mouse for 2 weeks and the scroll wheel stopped working. Um, he's also wondering if the 4K dongle has anything to do with it. I doubt it has some to do with it. You know, his scroll wheel basically just stopped working. So, a lot of people are praising the scroll wheel, but that's always been the weakest thing when it comes to like a Pulsar product is the QC and the long-term durability of the product. So I'm not really sure I'm 100% sure that it's not the 4K dongle that's causing this. The scroll wheel encoder probably died. So that is just sad. So I told him to just contact support and maybe get a replacement or a repair. Hopefully a replacement, because I'm just really not a big fan of the repair because, Pulsar repair RMA is just kind of ass. You send the unit in and then you wait for a few days or a few weeks, then you get the product back. So that's like a LRMA type shit. Um, fourth thing I don't like is the OLED display. Now, again, this is a pro and con. It's nice to have a mouse that is driverless. However, Pulsar software is really not that bad in my own personal opinion. I'm just really not sure why they actually decided to continue with this design. I personally feel like they should have just put the OLED screen at the bottom or on the dongle or somewhere else, to be honest, because I'm just really not a big fan of this. And you know, I think this OLED screen just basically consumes battery life. So that's a con to me. And other than that, that's pretty much it. Now let's move on to the things that I like about the mouse. First of all, the shape. This is the medium size. This is size 2. This is basically a super light version of the EC2CW with the latest technology and sensor. Um, a better sensor placement. Hopefully, the weight balancing is also really good. It's using dual Nordic MCU for the wireless variant. I think the NXP MCU is used for the 8K wired. Bigger battery. That's a pro to me. 500 milliamp hour. Now, if you don't really care about running 4000 hertz polling rate, let's say you just want to run 2000 hertz polling rate or even 1000 hertz polling rate, expect a longer battery life since I think the Razer is only using 250 milliamp hour battery or like a 300 milliamp hour battery. Granted, that mouse is a little bit more efficient compared to like a Shenzhen mouse with Nordic MCU and a 3395 sensor. So something to keep in mind. Perhaps the 3950 might be a little bit efficient. I'm not exactly sure on that, but the bigger battery capacity, that is really nice to see. So yeah, 2000 hertz polling or even 1000 hertz polling rate, you might actually see an improvement when it comes to the battery life. Granted, if you keep the OLED display off once you're done using it, and the adjustable debounce LOD DPI polling rate built into the driverless to the OLED screen, save up to the mouse motion sync, battery status indicator. Hopefully this thing is actually accurate. And the 63 grams balance weight is a big pro to me. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm not really buying this super rigid body structure. It seems like this mouse is made out of plastic, so I've had the older Xlite, Xlite V1, Xlite V2. Pulsar claimed that it's military grade, but after a certain amount of months, it started creaking. So miss me with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But also, I forgot to mention the price: $130 for this mouse. I feel like it's a little bit too steep in my own personal opinion. But then again, if I have to factor in the inflation and shit like that, I assume this mouse comes shipped with a 4K dongle, so $130 still a little bit too steep. I was expecting $100 to 120 US dollars max, but I got to give them some benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? We're currently in recession, and $10 increase, whatever. You can't have nice things for cheap. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, release date November 20th, 4 p.m. PST, November 21st, 9 a.m. Korean time. So can't wait. Hopefully the QC is good this time around and all the problems has been resolved. X2H, X2V2 also having click problem and encoder problem. So hopefully it has been fixed this time around. But that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.